This one works. Let's see. I still feel like there's something in my lips. I think I got it. Are we online yet? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Ah. Are we on live? Oh, yay! Yay! It looks like it's working. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. I'm pretty sure we're live. Yes, we're live. Sweet. Hi, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. I actually have a full face of makeup on for chat today. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wanted to actually do my makeup today. I'm testing out some products for my BoxyCharm video that I'm filming tomorrow. So I'm giving them one more try just to make sure that I've got a solid opinion. I'm pretty sure I've got a solid opinion. But yes, yay! Cassie from Thrifting in the house. What's up? Hi everybody. So today we are going to be talking about eyeshadow primers and face primers. We're going to be doing a little bit of decluttering. And I just realized I forgot to put my boxes out. So I'm going to have to scramble for some boxes so that I can show you the decluttery goodness. I meant to do that and then I got distracted and I forgot. So we'll work it out though. I'll get it. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Kristen said she likes my shirt. Kristen, I think. So she's like, I got this off Amazon. I started shopping on Amazon for clothes. Oh my gosh, they've got some cute stuff. Like a lot of my shirts are from Amazon right now. So excited. But anyway, so eyeshadow primer and face primers are kind of, some people use them, some people don't. They haven't been around all that long from my research that I've done. They're a relatively new invention compared to most cosmetics. Most cosmetics have been around. A lot of them have been around for hundreds, even thousands of years, some of them. So primer is one of those things where it's supposed to, there's lots of different purposes for primers. So eyeshadow primer could help your makeup last longer. It can mute out discoloration depending on if there's any kind of pigment in it. And those are kind of the main reasons for an eye primer. They can keep your eyeshadow from creasing, stuff like that. For face primer, they can fill your pores. They can help your foundation to last longer. They can mattify your skin. They can luminize your skin. Things like that. So it's more of like a makeup enhancer. Kind of helps the rest of your makeup do better. So that's kind of the point. So, sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and say hello to the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. They are going to help me declutter today. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to the people who are here live in chat. It is 5 p.m. on Sunday. We do that every Sunday. We are usually here 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the last Sunday of the month, which is what I try to do. So let me go ahead and say hello to the first people I see. I don't know if these are the first people here or just the first ones I can see. So the first one I see is Divinity, Mimi, Amy's here. Let's see. It looks like I missed some conversation beforehand. I think there were people here before Divinity, but I can't see. Elijah's here. Karen's here. Amy again. Katie. Allison is here. I find it to be a great feeling when you go through and get rid of anything in your house you don't need anymore. You and my husband, you guys are like of the same mind. There's same exact way he feels. Hida, I think. Hida. Wish I could stay, but it's the middle of the night. I have to go to work very early. Wanted to say hello. Oh, hopefully you come back and watch it on the replay. Thanks for dropping by. Let's see. Afton Farm is here, and what's your real name? Oh, I can't remember. Wait. Is it Lee? Did I get that right? Is it Lee? I'm hoping it's Lee. I think it's Lee. Laura is here. Valerie is here. Anyone else have their makeup out to declutter along with Jen? Oh, that'd be fun. We can all do it together. Emma is here. She says she's got 40 plus palettes, and a lot of them are drugstore. Hey, it doesn't matter as long as it's stuff that you like. Michelle is here in the house. Jean is here, Banshee Muse is here, Reading Mom is here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way down. If I didn't say hello to you, and welcome to you. All right, so I'm hoping I got Lee's name right. I will be very impressed with myself if I did. I'm trying to see if she answered that, but yes, okay. So let's go ahead and get into the decluttering. I'm going to kind of go back and forth between all of the different primers. I have them all set out on this table from when I took the picture for the thumbnail, but I actually still have some over on my desk over here. Let me find a box. I'm going to have to just do some dumping here. So I've got this Benefit Cosmetics box. Benefit sent me some goodies, so we're going to dump out the goodies from there, and we're going to use this box. We'll have that be the keep box. And then I've got another box over here. Oh no, that's the box that has my lipstick declutter in it. Really? Did I really keep, oh, that's the stuff, that's because that's the stuff I'm going to pass along. That's why that's still there. I was like, did I really keep all the ones that were supposed to be trash? No, I didn't. Let's see. Okay, Pure Cosmetics. Pure had sent me a box of goodies, so we'll use the Pure box for the discard. There we go. So thank you to Pure and Benefit for providing the boxes for today's declutter. So let's go ahead and start with this one here. This is the Korres Pomegranate Mattifying Treatment. This right here is very, very, very old. I did get your name right, Lee. Yay, I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so this is very, very old. This is a very hydrating primer. I did really enjoy it, but it's very old, so we're going to get rid of that one. These I know are very old, these e.l.f. eyeshadow primers. Any e.l.f. eyeshadow primers I'm getting rid of because I have not bought this in a really long time. They're also the doe foot applicators, and if you have anything with a doe foot applicator, you really shouldn't keep it longer than a year because of the bacteria that goes in and out and in and out of your tube. So go ahead and get rid of that. Julie says, Jen, you are stronger than me to dump eyeshadow. I'm not dumping eyeshadow today. We're doing primers today. So we're good, but we're going to do little mini reviews as we go. Okay, so this one is definitely staying, the Ulta Eye Primer in Nude Matte. If you've been watching my videos recently, you know how much I love the Ulta Eye Primer in Nude Matte. It is very, very similar formula-wise and performance-wise to the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, which was my favorite until this one, and now this is my favorite because I can't justify the Eden anymore. All right. Oh, let's see. I was going to say something, and then I forgot. What was I going to say? Oh, very quickly, I wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to the ladies over at Beauty News. They were kind enough to give me a shout out in their video, their Beauty News video that they came out with this past couple of weeks, so I wanted to give them a shout out. I see that our shows are very different. We talk about the same kinds of things where I do makeup news, like almost like a CNN kind of makeup. I'm not relating to CNN. I know there's some drama with CNN right now, but you know what I'm saying, like a news show. They're more of like The View. You know, they do like commentary on what's coming out. They talk about how they feel about things. So not only do they tell you what's coming out, but they also give you their opinions. So if you like my show and that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe to Beauty News. I think we're pretty much the only ones doing like a regular series on Beauty News. So just so you know, that is an option out there for you, and I want to thank them for giving me a shout out. I appreciate that. So anyway, back to this. Eyeshadow primers that we're definitely keeping. We've got the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is the original and the anti-aging. I will tell you, with the anti-aging, when I used this religiously for weeks and weeks, I did see a decrease in the fine lines on my eyelids. So I definitely recommend this if you have aging lids. Even if you don't have aging lids, it's a fantastic primer, and it can't hurt. Even if you're in your 20s, it's never too early to start with anti-aging stuff. So definitely recommend on this. It does the exact same thing as the original. It just has that extra anti-aging benefits in there. So those are being kept. This is another really good one that no one ever really talks about. This is the Step 1 Eye Primer by Coastal Scents. It's really, really, really good. If I remember right, it's kind of pricey considering it's from Coastal Scents, but it works just as good as the primer potions as well. It's really good. It's a little bit oily, so if you have oily lids, you may want to stay away from this because I feel like it's got a little more slip than the Urban Decay one, so maybe dry lids would appreciate this more just because it's got a little more of a slip to it. You know what I mean? Natalie says she missed the primer that I'm recommending. So the ones that I've recommended so far are the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potions, especially the anti-aging one. The Ulta Eye Primer, it's the Nude Matte, and then the Coastal Scents Step 1 Eye Primer. I would mostly recommend this if you're already ordering from Coastal Scents and you need a new eye primer. Then I definitely would recommend throwing this in the cart. I don't know if it's worth a separate purchase, paying for shipping and all of that. I don't know if it's worth that, but if you're already ordering from there, it might be. Julie says she loves the Step 1. That's awesome. Tammy says, first time here, I can see, wait, what happened? I can see everyone chatting, but can't see the video feed. What? Try refreshing. Try going out and coming back. Oh. Catherine says, what's your favorite face primer? We're going to get into that. And to be honest with you, Catherine, I'm going to be honest with you. I honestly don't see a huge difference when I use face primer because I have normal skin. So the face primers that I appreciate are the ones that help my foundation to last longer, and there really aren't that many that I feel like really truly do it. I feel like a lot of them want to, but they just don't, it just doesn't cut it. So, but we're going to get there. We're definitely going to get there. Shannon says MAC paint pots I love. I don't have MAC paint pots here because the ones that I do have, I use them more for eyeshadows. I used to have the one in, oh my goodness, I'm spacing on it. Not soft ochre. Oh my gosh, totally, Painterly. I used to have Painterly, but it dried out on me because it was old. So, Banshee Muse says, Jen, you were right. I hate the Lorac eye primer. I don't like it either. I really don't. It's pretty terrible. Candy says the video keeps going on and off your Apple TV. I'm so sorry. Try to exit out and come back. I'm so sorry. Gigi says she loves the MAC paint pots too. Marinella says, oh, I love that name. Hello, I haven't been to a live chat in so long. Well, I'm glad to have you back. Jen from Indie Kitty 1 said, Kristen Games in the house. Yay! These are other great channels you should subscribe to. If you're not subscribed to Kristen Game, if you're not subscribed to Thrift Thick, some of my favorite channels. All right, another eyeshadow primer. I was talking about Painterly, Joe D. The Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Eye Primer. I have mixed feelings about this. This is a dimethicone-based eyeshadow primer, and it's very slippy. It's very dimethicone-y. It's very smooth to go on. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's a bad eyeshadow primer. I just prefer ones that don't have so much dimethicone in them. I feel like they work better. So it's just not my favorite, but I'm going to keep it anyway. No, you know what? I'm never going to use it. This is going to go, because this is relatively new, I'm going to squeeze a little bit out here, and I'm going to try to pass this along because all I've touched is this little bit here. So I'm going to try to pass this along because I think someone can definitely use this. Of course, I don't have a pass along box. We're just going to have to make a little collection. All right, Too Faced Shadow Insurance. If you look at the ingredients side by side, the Urban Decay Primer Potion and the Too Faced Shadow Insurance have pretty much the exact same formula. They're very, very, very similar. I really like it a lot. Works just as good. My only complaint about the Shadow Insurance is I feel like, for whatever reason, it breaks up, where I don't feel like the Urban Decay does. If you have this for a long time, I feel like it just kind of, it'll separate in the tube, which I don't really like. But if it's new, it works well. So I personally prefer the Urban Decay over that, but the formulas are very, very similar. So if you like the Urban Decay, you'll probably like this, and vice versa. I just realized I'm talking at top speed, and I'm hoping that I'm working really hard at trying to slow my speech down, but this is just the way that I talk, so I'm going to try to just realize I'm just going, I'm going to try to calm it down, Okay, this is old. This is the Put a Lid on It eye primer by The Balm. And I like this. It's not great, but I like it. You know, it's just okay for me. I didn't see it making my eyeshadow last longer. Didn't really do much for me. It's okay. Didn't really do much for me. Jenna says the photo focus dried out her lids. Oh no, oh no. Swarupa says my cadence is fine. Well, that's cool, thank you, because I feel like sometimes I just go. Banshee Muse says I tried the e.l.f. primer and it was crap. A lot of people seem to really like that. She Diary says we got you, Jen. I'm Southern and I can keep up. Well, there you go. Yay. Okay, well that's good, but I'm gonna get rid of this because it's old. I know that's really old. That's actually from before my very first The Balm brand review, which was like 2 years ago. All right, this I know is very new, and I haven't used this. This is IPKN New York. This is their Flash Radiant Primer. This is a deluxe sample of their primer. I haven't used this. I think I got this in a Birchbox or something, or an Ipsy bag. I don't know. Cassie says, OMG, Jen, you're breaking my heart. That's my favorite primer. Oh, which one? The Balm one? You like the Balm one? Well, it didn't really do much for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It didn't do much for me. I'm sorry. And it's old. So Bonnie says, I'm frozen again. Why? Oh, no. Bromby says, I use the Balm's eye primer, too. Yeah, there you go. So it's working for other people, and it's not. It just doesn't work for me. Valerie says, Jen, not to be a pain, but your forehead is cut off. Ooh, thank you for telling me. Okay, here. Let me see if I can fix it. All right. Actually, let me see if I can raise you up. Let me raise you up a little bit. I'm going to put you on this glossy box. Isn't this glossy box beautiful? I saved it because it's just stinking gorgeous. Let's see if I can raise you up a little bit. See if that helps. How's that? I mean, you can see like my top of my dresser. It's not as pretty of a background, but maybe I can scooch it back a little bit. How's that? There we go. That's a little better. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Valerie. All right. We should be good now. Thank you, because I don't like it when my forehead's cut off either. I always do that, though, for some reason. All right, so I'm going to keep this because I haven't used it, and I want to try it. This is one that I really, really, really like. Steph says, I'm telling you, the e.l.f. glitter primer, really. Very interesting. Julie says, much better. Thank you so much. Yay, Kara says, much better. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Everybody likes it way better. Okay, good. Thank you, Valerie. See, you saved everybody. Everybody was thinking it. You said it. You're amazing. That's why, you know, we hook each other up, you know? I don't know if I've ever hooked you up, now that I'm thinking about it. We'd like to chat, though, Valerie and I. Okay, at least about Supernatural. Emite Makeup, Diamond Heart Base Primer. I really like this primer. I think I got this in, I know I got in a subscription box. It was either BoxyCharm or Ipsy. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was BoxyCharm, and I really like this. It gives a nice luminous finish, and it's moisturizing, hydrating. It's very, very nice, so I'm definitely keeping that. I really like that a lot. All right, this one here, my shirt is from Amazon. Let's see. Natalie says, do most people top off a primer with a powder pot before applying shadow or just go straight to shadow? I usually just go straight to shadow, but sometimes it just kind of depends on the shadow. I feel like Too Faced shadows do better sometimes, excuse me, with a powder over top of the primer, but I personally prefer just doing straight onto the shadow. So this is the Nest Sexy Secret Eye Primer. I really like this a lot. It's starting to get a little bit older, so I really need to start using it. If it doesn't smell funky, it doesn't. It's a really nice primer. If you can catch this on Haute Look, they have these on Haute Look sometimes. It's really, really good. It definitely mutes out discoloration. Let me show you. And if you have a deeper skin tone, don't be scared of these light skin tone looking primers because it'll even out. It's not super opaque. It'll even out on your skin tone. So if you, I mean, it's like one of those things like when you use a NYX pencil and milk, it's never going to look like your skin tone, like anybody's skin tone. Nobody's skin tone looks like that. It's the same thing, but it's not as drastic or dramatic as like a NYX pencil and milk. So even if you have a deep skin tone, don't worry about these ones. Don't be afraid of using these ones that look like light skin tones. You can totally do it. So yes, definitely on the Nest, we're keeping that. See, why do I need all these eyeshadow primers? Why do I need them? I'm not doing very well. I've got 3 in the trash bin, 3. All right, well, this one's going to go because I know this one's super old. This one right here is the Eddie Funkhauser Luxe Light Hydrating Primer. I did a review for them a long time ago, and I remember liking this, but I haven't used it in a really long time because it's really, really old, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't even know if Eddie Funkhauser is still around. Are they even still around? I haven't heard anything about them in forever. I don't even know. This is one that's definitely also going to go. The Ambient Light Correcting Primer by Hourglass. These things are awful. They're probably one of the worst face primers I've ever used. They make my makeup break up. They definitely don't blend in, they don't play well with foundation. That's the problem. They just don't, something is off with this formula, and I don't like it at all. I got these free with Ipsy points from people signing up using my Ipsy bag link, and I felt so bad that I wasted my points on these because these things are stupid expensive, but I didn't fully waste it because now I get to tell you, do not buy these. I was going to do a 2016 fails video and I never got around to it, but this was definitely going to be in it. I really don't like these at all. I actually have 3 of them. I have 2 more over there that are going to go in the trash. This is another one that's going to have to go in the trash, which makes me really sad because it's old. This is the Laura Geller Spackle Tinted Under Makeup Primer in Ethereal. I know that this is very old, so it's going to have to go, but it is a very nice primer. It's another hydrating face primer. I really, really like it. Allison says Jessica Braun said the same thing about the Hourglass primers. Oh, they're awful. And Jessica Steak says, Jessica Braun says those Hourglass primers are crap too. Well, there you go. And Gigi says she agrees, she returned hers. Well, we're all on the same page here. Jordan says, phew, I almost used my points on them. Yeah, because I think they were recently back up for Ipsy points. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're probably not selling because they're terrible. So yeah, so this is going to have to go, even though I do really like the Laura Geller Spackle formula. That's going to have to go. Let's see. Oh, okay, this is another one that's going to have to go. This is almost out, and it's very, very old, but I really like this a lot. This was in a Hidden Gems video that I did. This is the Body Shop's Vitamin C Skin Boost. It smells like oranges, and it's like a silicone-y kind of feeling. So if you like the whole pore minimizing, all of that, like nice and smooth on your face, you really like this. It's definitely the silicone more than the moisturizer kind of feel. Really like this a lot. The packaging is a bit different now, I believe, than this, but if you're at the Body Shop and you want to try something different, I would definitely recommend it if you like silicone-based primers, but that's going to have to go because it's old. All right, I don't know how much more is going to be gone. Okay, this one's going to be gone. This is the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. This is one that it's silicone-based. I honestly prefer other silicone-based primers over this. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's great. I don't think it's worth the price for a drugstore product. It's very expensive, if I remember right, for a drugstore product, and I don't think that it performs like I would rather spend a little bit more and get the Smashbox one over this, and just spend a little bit more. So yeah, that's a trash. It's old too. Sandra says, what am I missing? I don't really use primer, just moisturizer. You don't have to use primer, but sometimes primer, depending on your skin type, like I was saying, I'm not sure if you were here for the beginning, but I'll say it. It can help your foundation last longer. It can fill your pores so that your skin looks more flawless. It can illuminate. It can mattify, depending on the formula. So there's lots of uses for it. Do you need to use a primer? Absolutely not. It's kind of like an enhancer. You don't really have to use it, though. Julie says, how long does it take for a primer to expire? I like to, see, because it depends. If it's got a doe foot applicator, a year. If it doesn't have a doe foot applicator, I don't like to keep them longer than 2 years. I feel like 2 years is plenty for a cream-based product. Even if I haven't touched it, I feel like it's just, I don't know, it kind of freaks me out. Some of them probably have, like this one here says 18 months for this Pure Correcting Primer that I really, 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 really like a lot. This was a deluxe sample size that I got, and I really like this. It's a correcting primer, so it kind of smooths the skin beforehand. Big tinted moisturizer, pretty much what it does, but it also makes my foundation last longer, so really like this one. Ashley says hi. Hi, Ashley! Jody says, what are your favorite makeup wipes? You know, I don't use makeup wipes anymore. What I'm doing now is I cleanse to remove my makeup. I cleanse my face, and then I use a toner. I feel like there's so many chemicals in makeup remover wipes, and then it kind of stays on your face, like unless you cleanse afterward. I used to use the Costco brand ones. Those were my favorites, and then it just seemed like a lot of waste, you know, like a big, you know, a lot of trash being thrown away, and it just, I don't know, I just don't use them anymore. But no judgment if you do. No judgment for people that do, but that's just, it's not my thing. Marinella says, best time to get Smashbox is during the old 21 Days of Beauty. I got 2 with a photo finish primer during that one. Yes, that's really smart. Steph said, oh, Steph started to Diana. Let's see. Danae is here. Hi, Danae. Jenna says she loves The Professional. And Mr. My Cray Cray Life 94 says, hi, Jen from Alaska. Hello. This is one I'm going to pass on. This is the High Protection Moringa Light Sunblock Daily SPF 50 Plus PA+++ by 7 Drops. This is the K-Beauty sunblock, and I really like this a lot, but I know that I just don't use it, and it makes me sad that I don't use it, and I want to pass it on to someone that's going to use it. It just, I just don't use it. I know that's terrible. I really should use more sunblock, but I tend to lean more toward using a moisturizer that has sunblock in it and then applying my foundation over top of it. And I just don't end up using it. Because I guess maybe I just had it in the wrong place. But I'm going to try to pass that along, even though it was very, very nice. Swarupa says, new video idea. Make a video assessing whether or not a product is worth it based on the expiration date and price, or how much you would approximately need to use to get your money's worth. That's a really good point. That's very interesting. I like that. Mimi says, does one use multiple primers at one time? I don't like to put that much on my face. I feel like you can kind of overdo it. Like if I have a heavy moisturizer on, sometimes I don't use primer because I just feel like it's too much. Sissy says Biore is the best sunblock. Really? Very nice. Erin says, does anyone know where you can find the Ordinary Skin products? What do you mean by Ordinary Skin products? I don't know that. I don't know what you're saying. Yvonne says, hi, Jen, love your videos so much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so this one is brand new. This is the Effortless Breathable Tinted Primer by Sunday Riley. I got this with Birchbox points when I went shopping at the Birchbox store a couple weeks ago. Online, Birchbox store. And so far, I really don't like this. I really don't, but I'm still testing it. Because I find with some foundations, it breaks up the foundation. And it does not sit, the foundation will actually start breaking up on my chin and my nose really, really bad when I use this, but I'm still testing it. So if I end up feeling the way I feel now about it, then I'm going to end up passing it on because I'm not going to return it to Birchbox shop when I just got it with Birchbox. I was reading about Dr. Brandt Pores no more. If I end up keeping that same opinion, I'm going to pass it on, but I'm going to try it a little more before I do that. That's a big, huge primer too. This here is also brand new to me. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This I got at Generation Beauty, and I've honestly only used it once, but I really, really liked it. I remember using this years ago. I got a sample of it, and I liked it, but I didn't think it was worth the price point. And now I'm starting to lean toward maybe still not worth the price point, but better than I used to think about it. Boots and Lace says, Ordinary is all the rage right now. I would love a honest review. I don't know Ordinary. What is that? I don't know that. Why do I not know that? I'll have to look it up. I'm not throwing that one in because it's glass. Another one that I really, really like, the Bare Minerals Prime Time. This is a really nice hydrating primer. So if you need a hydrating primer, this is definitely a good one. It's oil control, anti-brilliance. Anti-brilliance. I've never seen that written on something, anti-brilliance. This one says 12-month expiration date, just so you know, because we were talking about expiration dates earlier. But this is definitely not 12 months old. I got this in a Bare Minerals mystery box. If you can ever get those, they're like $30, and you get like $75 to $100 worth of stuff. Like, they're crazy. Sign up for their emails, and definitely get a mystery box if you are curious about trying more Bare Minerals products. So this is a definite key, because I wouldn't have found that without that. Another primer that I use all the time that I really, really like. Paula says, The Ordinary is a brand from DECIEM. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know anything about that. Evil Stepsister, the NYX Mineral Veil is the same as the Hourglass. Really? Nicole from Yarny. Nicole is here. Another great channel. OMG, Jen, I forgot you were late. You were in late today. Yes, she was texting me earlier. That's why I haven't responded to your last text. So I was about to left. But anyway, this is a really good one too. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Primer, but it doesn't have any like glitter in it. But I definitely see an increase in luminosity when I use this. It's really nice. I like this one a lot. Okay, another one that's going to have to go because it's old is the Time Bomb Primer. This is another silicone-based one that is just okay for me. It's nice. It's nice, but I don't like it as much as the Smashbox one. But it's nice. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Thank you so much for that, Jody. I don't know how to pronounce it. She said the DCEIM.com thing. You can get Ordinary at the ASOS website. This must be like a Canadian. Is it a Canadian thing or something? I'm totally missing out. Laura says, I just bought the NYX Angel Veil, and they seem so similar to the Hourglass Mineral Veil. So maybe I'll try that and do like one on each side and try it. Alma's here. Hi, Alma. Julie says, hey, Jen, I bought the Anti-Brilliance. Was a DC way of life. Not even going there, girlfriend. Not even going there. All right, speaking of Smashbox, the Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing. I've heard this clogs people's pores. It does not clog my pores. I really, really like it a lot. The little pores that I do have, I feel like it helps with that. I'm starting to get a little more texture on my skin where I didn't have texture before. I'm starting to have more texture. So I feel like this really evens it out, and I really like this primer a lot, even though I do know that it doesn't work for everybody. So, Kisa says Cassia, that's pretty. Time Bomb smells bad. Let's smell it. I don't remember it smelling bad. This is old though, so I can't really judge it. It's got like a plasticky kind of scent. She Diary says it doesn't clog her pores. That's good to know. Lauren says I'm pretty sure it's a Canada brand. Well, there you go. That's why I probably didn't know it. Jenny Jean says, I totally understand why there are expiration dates on cosmetics, but does anyone else have issues remembering when you actually open the product to even determine when it expires? Yes, and we've talked about that. We talked about that before. Okay, I'm going to throw this in the keep real quick. So there's an app that I use that I really, really like a lot. I haven't used it much recently, but I need to go back to using it. But I want to show you again, this is hashtag not sponsored. They have no idea who I am. But it is called Beauty Cash. And it looks like this, My Beauty Cash. And what you can do is you can put in your product and you can take a picture of it. And you can type, it'll tell you when it expires. Like it'll actually give you a notification when your products have expired. So, just so you know, I'm seeing if there's anything in here that I probably should throw away. Like, are any of my primers in here? Probably. But yeah, so when you click on something, oh, of course I don't have a date on this. What's the point of it? It just says Generation Beauty. What year did I get it? I don't even know. Goodness gracious. But anyway, so you can keep track of it with that app if you're one of those organized people. I'm just not organized enough. Okay, these babies are getting moved to the front of my drawer because I need to get rid of these stupid things. I don't know how old they are, but I can't let them go because I do really like the Professional by Benefit. This is another one that people talk about clogs their pores. I don't have a problem with it. I do really like it a lot. It just says it minimizes the appearance of pores. I've got these 3 little samples because this is like the most frequently given bonus sample at Ulta whenever you get something little. Now they give the little sheet where you peel up and you just get one little swipe of it, but they used to give these little ones, these little tiny ones. It says 12 months on it. I'm probably going to push it and use these anyway. I'm going to keep them. But I'm going to use them up and be done with it. All right, we got to get rid of more things. Okay, this is something I'm going to pass on. This is the Instant Wrinkle Filler by Hydroxytone. I didn't find this to be wrinkle filling, but someone else may have better luck with it than I do. Maybe it's just the however much wrinkles I have. I'm not sure. Summer says I worry about cream and liquid products expiring versus powders. Powders that can be somewhat clean. Yes, that's very true. Very, very true. I feel the same way. But yeah, this I got in a new beauty test tube, I think. But it just didn't work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. That's going to go in my pass along section over here. Here's another Cover FX Calming Primer. This is the calming one. Okay, this is a different one. This is the calming one. I'm actually going to pass that along because I don't really need it. There's no reason for it. It's nice, but I don't need it. Same thing with this. Well, this might be old. I don't want to pass it along if there's a chance it would be old. The Spackle, Laura Geller Spackle. I can't remember when I got this. Oh, it says 36 months on it. Holy moly. Well, it's definitely not 36 months old. I'll tell you that. This is maybe 12, maybe. All right, we're gonna. This is one of those, like, I don't know, like, I like it. Do I need it? No. Should I pass it along? Maybe I'll pass it along with the warning that it may be about a year old. And if people don't want it, I'll just get rid of it, or I'll keep it, because I don't like to waste it. This is another really good one that I like a lot. She Diary says pass it. I think I'm going to pass it. I'm with you. Megan says Spackle made her breakout. Oh my goodness. Nicole says Lily, Laura, Mercier, and Laura works for my dry skin. Very nice. Okay, so this is the Coastal Scents Beginnings Face Primer. It's another silicone-based primer. I do really like this a lot, but I honestly don't need it. And I think that it's new enough that I can pass it on, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. I'm running out of space up here for my pass-ons. I don't want anything to fall. Okay. This is brand new from my friend Nancy. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Eyeshadow Primer. The only thing I don't like about this is I feel like it's a little bit difficult to smooth onto the eye, but I do find it to be effective, and I'm still kind of testing it out, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that. Okay, Too Faced Hangover Primer. I really like this stuff. This is something I've actually wear tested and actually have, like, my testing evidence that it actually does make my foundation last longer. This is the one that I used for my wear test for the Marc Jacobs foundation, and I did find that this helped the Marc Jacobs foundation stay on longer, and I've since tested it with other foundations, and it definitely makes my foundation stay on longer. This is almost gone, so I'm going to squeeze what's left out of it, and then we'll throw that away. Okay, this one I know is very old. This is the Napoleon Paradis Autopilot Pre-Foundation Skin Primer. My friend Lily sent this to me a couple of years ago, and I know that it's old, so I'm going to get rid of that. It's a very lotion-y kind of primer. I did like it. It does have a very strong florally kind of scent, though, so if you don't like that, you probably won't like it. Okay, this is another one that I really like a lot. This is the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer, SPF 47, Protect and Perfect. See, I like this for sunscreen. I like to have this for sunscreen. I don't know why the other one it's just too much. It's too much. I don't know. But I really like this one. This one's got a little bit of a tint to it, but it's not a lot of tint. I don't know how this would work on a deeper skin tone. I would definitely recommend swatching it first and seeing if it made your skin look, you know, different. I don't know what term I would use, but like not appropriately like your skin color. Like maybe it might lighten your skin in a way that you don't enjoy. So, because it definitely has some color to it. So just be very, very careful with that. Gigi says eye primer by Kat Von D is good. Nice. Shelby says the Tarte primer is incredible. You know, I don't think I've ever tried the Tarte primer. Ever. I don't know. Yay or Nay Nicole says DHC Velvet Skin Coat is nice and lower priced. Very nice. Very nice. Gigi says the Nuance Blur Perfection Primer. Really? Very interesting. Stace J. Mack says, hey, Jen, hey, hope everyone is doing great, late, but made it. I'm glad you're here. All right. And by the way, if I'm missing something that you're saying and you really, really want to make sure that I see it, you can always do a super chat for like $1 or $2, and I will be 100% sure to do it. But of course, that's not necessary. But I just can't read everything, and I'm trying to read everything. But that's a guaranteed way for me to see if you wanted to. You could do a super chat, but I'm not asking. But just so you know, there is an option for you if you'd like. But this is really, really good. Banshee Muse says, Jen, the Josie Maran one is nice, but not for oily skin. I've heard that about Josie Maran Argan Oil products in general are not as good for oily skin, even though I've heard good things about using oils on the skin for oily skin, but I've heard negative things about that. All right, this is very, very new to me. This is the Photo Finish Hydrating Primer. It's a sample size, but I haven't hardly used it, so I'm actually going to pass that one along. This one's a new sample size to me, the Make Moonlight Primer. I'm really enjoying that. Another lotiony primer. Gives a little bit of luminosity. I really like this. It kind of reminds me of the Cover FX one. It's really nice, so I'm going to save that. This one I'm pretty sure is old. This is the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. I do really like this, but I'm pretty sure it's old. 12 months. Yes, we're going to get rid of that. The Ofra Silicone. I'm almost done here. I'm almost done. Summer says sunscreen is a must, but I still walk around under an umbrella being all extra. Oh, look at you. That's so smart. Good for you. Lisa says, hydrating e.l.f. primer is awesome for dry skin. Good to know. See, that's what the collective brain of makeup awesomeness is all about. The Ofra Silicone Primer Gel, I really, really like a lot. It doesn't feel like silicone, which I think is weird. I don't know. I'll have to ask people over at Ofra why they named this the silicone primer gel when silicone is the very last ingredient in it. When you put it on, see how it looks like silicone, but it doesn't feel like that. It just feels wet. It's just wet. There's no silicone slip or anything. Summer wants to know, does the Smashbox Hydrating have silicone in it? Let me see if there's ingredients on here. There's no ingredients because it is a small, it's a sample size, so there's no ingredients on it. I'm sorry. I'd have to Google that and look that up. But yeah, Monica says, Jen, why are you going to get rid of the Smashbox Hydrating Primer? Because I honestly won't use it, and I feel like someone with dry skin would appreciate it more. You know, I just think that I could give it a better home. That's the only reason. It's not a bad primer. I've used it maybe once, but I'd rather give it a better home. But I am going to keep the Ofra Silicone Priming Gel because I really like it a lot. This is another one that I haven't shown enough love. This is the YBF Perfect Prep Face Primer. I do like this one too. Oh, but I don't know. I mean, do I really need it? Even though I like it. It's a silicone. I haven't used it. Ooh, that feels good. Oh, it's not really smoothing very well. I have a bunch of junk on my hand though, so that might be part of it. I think I'm going to pass this along just because I don't need it. I have plenty of primers in the box. I don't need it. I think I'm going to pass it along. And the last one is the Mirabella Primer for face. This is a really, really good silicone-based primer. I got introduced to this through Ipsy a long time ago, and then we got one in a BoxyCharm. I really like this one a lot. Another good silicone-based primer, so I'm going to keep that. So let me go ahead over to my table. My little table over here is empty, but we're going to grab the ones that are left over here. Oh my goodness, we got 20 minutes left. I got a few left. Okay. So here we go. Few left. Okay, I've got a couple of sample packs, the Caudalie Primer. I'm just going to keep the sample packs because they're just one-time use. I can use them once and then be done with them. I also have the Pore Minimizing by Dior Skin Refining Matte Primer, so I'm going to keep those. I just have to remember to use them, that's all. Another one of the Smashbox Regular Photo Finish. I don't need this. I have plenty of them. I've tried it before. I don't need it. It's good, though, so I'm going to pass that along. The e.l.f. Eyeshadow Primer is old. This Burberry one was terrible. In my opinion. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It's got glitter in it. It's called the Fresh Glow, and it literally has finely milled glitter in it. And it's kind of old at this point, too. It's just been sitting there. Let's see. This is another e.l.f. primer. This is the shimmery one, and I really didn't like that. The one in pearl, it was like junky on my... It got all chunky and junky on my lid. Blech. I didn't like that one at all. The Wet n Wild Fergie Primer, I kind of had mixed results with this. Sometimes I kind of liked it and other times I didn't. I think it just depends on the formula of the eyeshadow. But I'm going to pass that along because I'm pretty sure that's pretty old too. This right here I was using as an eyeshadow primer. Renee Nicole says I like the Matte Jouer Primer too. Good to know. Good to know. This one is actually an eyeshadow. It's a BB Advanced Performance Cream Eyeshadow by Bare Minerals. This got really chunky on me. I did like it for a while, but it's like completely dried out. Do you guys remember when these things came out? But see how it's like chunky? So this is going to go in the trash, even though I did like it for a while when it worked well. But trash. All right, this one is the Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer by Benefit, and I don't like this. And I'll tell you why I don't like it. I don't like it because it's in a stick. Because you got to take this baby and you got to rub it all over your face. I don't have time to paint my face. I don't have time for this all over my face. Is it dry? And it's dried out at this point. But I don't have time for that, especially in the little sample size. It's tiny. Trash. All right, another Shadow Insurance. Definitely keeping that. Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Two more of these Hourglass primers. I'm telling you, I spent way too many points on these things. Trash. All right, this is another one that I don't like. These are the Jessie's Girl eyeshadow primers. Do not like these at all. They made my eyeshadow, like, my eyeshadow didn't lay right on top. They're almost, not that they're chunky, but the eyeshadow just doesn't lay right on it. So I don't like these at all. Those are getting rid of. This is another one that I know is old. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. Oh, Valerie, oh, thank you for doing a super chat. She said, here's my way of saying thanks for being wonderful. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, Valerie. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. All right, so the Foundation Primer, Laura Mercier. So I'm going to get rid of this one because I'm pretty sure that it's old. And then the very last thing that I have to show you, this is a pre-makeup spray that was given to me by someone at Generation Beauty. And I meant to look up before I came on here the name of it because the name is starting to rub off. I think it's chrismetic.com, CRISMETIC.com. I am still trying this. The couple of times I've used it, I've really, really liked it. It is a homemade setting spray, not a setting spray, but like a pre-makeup spray. And I don't want to spray it right now, but it's got a really nice light citrusy scent. I don't really like sprays on my face a whole lot, but I did enjoy the way that this worked on my face, at least a couple of times that I've tried it, but I'm still testing it. So I'm definitely keeping this. That was very kind of her to give this to me. And then the last one is an eye primer by Micah Beauty, and I really like this a lot, but I'm pretty sure that it's old, and because it's a pot, I think I have to get rid of it. This is a very expensive primer. If this was reasonably priced, reasonable meaning like 20 bucks. I think this is like a $40 eyeshadow primer, something stupid. But if this was like the same price as like the Urban Decay, I would say definitely get this. It's really nice at muting out discoloration. It's kind of like Max Paint Pot and Painterly. It's that opaque. Here, I'll put it on my hand. Put it here. See how opaque that is? It's crazy. Julie says, I love, love, love the Tarte Maracuja oil as a primer. Nice. That's good to know. I think I have a sample of that somewhere. Karen says, Makeup Revolution has a spray primer that she likes. Nice. But yeah, very, very nice. All right, so this is going to have to go in the trash because it's old. So we are done with the primers. And we've got 15 minutes left, so that means we can go into another category. I think we're going to declutter concealers. Someone was asking about the super chat, where the money goes. It goes toward the channel. There is a percentage taken out by YouTube. I think that on every dollar, it's like 10 cents or something on the dollar. Something like that is taken out. Something like that. I can't remember. Something like that. Oh, Brenda, thank you. She says, well, shucks, I think you're wonderful too, Jen. Thank you, Brenda. That's so nice of you. Oh. But yeah, so Tammy says, I love the idea of supporting by donating, but why are the options for payment? I have no idea. I did not set it up. It's YouTube. I have no idea. But that was really nice of you, Brenda. Thank you so much. Yeah, it just goes back and feeds it back into the machine. Like, for example, I have the Lorac eyeshadow coming out. I'm actually in the process of editing it, the brunch palette. So I paid for that. So it goes into things like that, products for the channel, stuff like that. So anyway, let's go back into the decluttering. So these are the ones that I'm getting rid of. See if you can see that. So those are all going to go in the trash. And then these are the ones that I'm passing along. Oh no, one fell. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, two fell. Okay, these are the ones that I'm passing along. Right there. And then, I'll just set these over here. And these are the ones that I'm keeping. So I've decluttered about half, a little more than half of my primer collection. So this is very, very, very exciting. So very happy to have done that. And now we're going to move on to concealer since we have a little over 10 minutes left. I have them all sitting here. I just have to gather them and bring them over because I didn't have room. So, all right, just grab them. I don't have too many concealers. Okay, here's all my concealers. I actually don't have that many. I'm very surprised. Okay, so this one right here, Evil Stepsister says, good job, Jen. Thank you. Thank you, Kara. I appreciate that. Jody says, hi, Jen. I can't believe I made it for your live chat. I'm glad you're here, Jody. Diana! Oh, she says, thank you for all you do. You always bring a smile with your videos. Thank you, Diana. Your comments bring a smile to my face. That was really nice of you. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Okay, so that's really nice. Okay. So as I go, Almay. This is their concealer. My husband actually bought this from when he had his pseudo beauty channel that he was doing, which was like kind of a joke that he did. And this is way too dark for me, way too dark. So that does not work. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. NYX Dark Circle Concealer is one of my favorites. I really like this a lot right there. Very nice. This is starting to get old though, so I need to use it up. Geraldine says, am I the only one that thinks the Professional is overrated? I don't think it's the best primer ever. I do think it's good, but I don't think it's the best primer ever. I agree with you. Amy says, Loopy, oh, she's talking to Loopy. Okay. Mariah says, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. Let's see. Brenda agrees with Geraldine. She says it's pretty hyped. It's okay, but not magic. Agreed. Agreed. And Summer agrees too. She thinks that it's so overrated. Absolutely. Stamp John's channel was hilarious. It was. It was very inappropriate, but very funny in my opinion. All right, this is one that's getting old as well that I need to move up to the front. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Brush on Glow BB Highlighter. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to get rid of this. So I think that it's really, let me see how the product comes out. Oh, it's coming out pretty nicely, but it's got that brush that you can't clean. Still looks good. Doesn't smell bad. I'm going to keep this a little bit longer, but I think that this is going to end up going soon. I think it's going to have to go soon, but we're going to keep it for now because I did really, really like that one a lot. Oh, Trina, thank you so much. It's so nice to me. You're so good to me. Lauren, yes, his channel is still up. It's called Fun Time with John. Don't watch it around children. It's very inappropriate. My favorite video that he ever did was the one about the Christmas ornaments, making Christmas ornaments. It's inappropriate and amazing. This is the concealer by Natural and Organic. I got this in a subscription box, and I really like it a lot. It's called Flawless, and it's by Evelyn Nona, which is a company that I've never tried anything else by, and I really like it. Samantha says, Jen, if you DM on Instagram about some indie items you may have interested in, yeah, please. Actually, the best way to get to me is emailing me at jenlovesreviews@gmail.com, or to you can tweet me. I'm on Twitter more often than I'm on Instagram, but I will see it on Instagram, and I'll make sure that I go over and check. I'm just not on. I don't really like Instagram. I honestly don't really like it. I don't know what it is about Instagram. I think it's just because there's too many really, really pretty people there, and it intimidates me. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this like all these people. So I just don't. I don't go on Instagram that much. It hurts my self-esteem, Instagram. because I have issues apparently. It's not Instagram's fault. Oh, it's totally my fault. I'll take it. But I'm on Twitter a lot more often, and I'm on my email. You can email me too. Either way. Cheryl says, John's so funny, he makes me laugh. Cheryl, one day I want to meet you. I would love to meet you. All right, this is another one that John had bought. This is the concealer by Tarte, and this is the light medium honey. And I'm pretty sure that this is too dark for me too, because he's a little darker than me. So this is too dark for me. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Thank you, Tammy. Brenda says, stop it, Jen. Say the same thing about Instagram. Do you really? Oh my gosh, too funny. Tammy, thank you so much. She says, thanks for being great and trustworthy. Respect. Respect back. Thank you, Tammy. That's so nice of you. Really and truly. So nice of you. Rose says, BS, dearest, you are gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Bonnie says, I have a spider bite on my face. Oh my gosh. It's a scar. It's so hard to cover. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. I don't even know. Thank you, Rose. That was really nice of you to say. Thank you. All right, this one here I really like a lot, the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Really like this one, definitely keeping that. Another one that I really like that's very similar to the Bye Bye Under Eye, they actually sent this to me, and I need to do at least put this in a favorites video because I do really enjoy it. This is the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer in Fair. It's a lot like the Bye Bye Under Eye. It's very intense. It's an intense concealer, so definitely recommend this one as well. Very nice. Diana is still, her super chat is still up there. Thank you, Diana. You're so nice to me. You're so good to me. I can't believe it's still up there. They really let those things hang for a while, don't they? Gigi says the NARS concealer, which I don't own. I don't own the NARS concealer. This is one I do own that I really like, though. This is the Bright Future by Sephora. I really like this a lot, but it's not nearly as intense. It's more of a mild, less full coverage concealer, but I do really like this. My friend Gail, who I haven't seen on my channel in a long time, she recommended that I get this, and I was really, really thankful. I do like it a lot. Mari, I'm going to say, says Bye Bye Under Eye was too dry for her. That's very good to know. Very good to know. Gigi says Bare Minerals too. Yes, the Bare Minerals. I'm gonna have to let this go. This is Summer Bisque. I was holding on to the very last little drips of this. I don't know. It's a powder. Probably finish it up. I can finish this up. There's just a little bit in here. If you want to try a powder concealer, this one is the way to go. The Bare Minerals powder concealer. I never thought a powder would be able to give me coverage. It's amazing. It's so amazing. So amazing. Rose says, Cassie made me buy it, the Tarte concealer. Really? That's awesome. This one, oh, you're talking about the Shape Tape? Right here. The Tarte Shape Tape was in my 2016 favorites videos. I do not think that it's overrated. I feel like it performs just as well as everybody says. That is on me and my skin. I know not everybody feels that way, but I think it's amazing, and I love it. I have the shade Light. I did purchase this. This was not sent to me. I bought it at Generation Beauty with actual dollars. So definitely love, love, love the Shape Tape. And I like to be different sometimes, but I only like to be different if I'm being honest. And, you know. Marina says, Jen, please, Jen, if you see this comment, I could literally jump on my bed because it's 11 p.m. in Portugal. Say hi. Hello. Hello in Portugal. Thank you for being here. Steph says she loves her Shape Tape. Rose says she loves her Shape Tape. Janae says, Bye Bye Under Eye only works to highlight my inner eye. Wait, my inner eye area. It creases so badly on my actual under eyes. Really, that is great to know. Vanessa says, I've never heard of a powder concealer. It's new to me. Definitely try it if you want to try something new. I really like it a lot. Allison said, Kristen Game doesn't like the Shape Tape. Scandalous. And that's okay. That's okay. Alexandra wants to know if that's the lightest shade of Shape Tape. I believe that it is. I think that it is. And it's not super, super, super light. It's light. It's not super light. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I know for a fact this is very old, but I do really like this concealer a lot. It's just old, so I have to get rid of it. This is another one that is probably too old to keep. What's the shelf life on this? Is it on here? Does it have a shelf life on here? I don't see it. This was sent to me by my friend Victoria over at Victoria Donelda. We did a $20 makeup swap, and I really, really like this a lot. I'm going to keep it. The fragrance in the Shape Tape, let me smell it. I'll see if it smells like anything. Shannon! Shannon B, thank you! She said, so you can buy the crappy palettes and I don't waste money on them. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I love you. That's so nice. Trina says powder concealers work great. Brenda's laughing at Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. That's so nice of you. Thank you. That's really, really nice of you. It does smell. It's got a little bit of a chemically scent, but I've never noticed it putting it on, but putting it up to my nose, I can definitely smell it. Summer says, same thing. There's a scent to the Shape Tape perfume. Yep. It makes her eyes burn and water endlessly. I've never noticed it, but it definitely has a perfume scent. Absolutely. Really, really does. I didn't know that. Cheryl says, you know it's light, but not light, light. Yes, exactly. All right, the balms. We're running out of time. I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Time Balm by The Balm. I really love this concealer. It's one of my favorites. Definitely, definitely one of my favorites. I love this. It is very opaque. And it goes on really, really smoothly, very easy to blend. The only thing I don't like about this is I really don't like the pot. I don't like that I have to dip my finger in it. It's kind of difficult. Like if you have long nails, it's kind of hard to get your finger in there. I mean, you can use a brush and dip the brush in, but I don't know. I just prefer not having a pop. That's my only complaint about this. I really like it. You can also use the sponge that's in here, kind of rub some on the sponge and then rub some here if you want to, but I don't know. But it's a fantastic concealer. I really like it a lot. So that's definitely getting kept. This one's old. Here's another one. So this, oh wait, no, yeah, this is old. This was the Dior Skin Star Concealer. So my husband spent some money on some concealer when he was doing his channel. He bought this Dior one, and it's been sitting in my drawer, not being used for all this time. And that's sad, because this could have gotten passed on, and it didn't, because that thing's old. All right, this is old. This is by Everyday Minerals. This is another powder concealer. And I know this is probably at least 3 years old, so I'm going to get rid of it. But I remember actually liking this. I don't know if Everyday Minerals is still around. I never hear anything about them. Sandra says, I love MAC Mineralized Concealer too. That's good to know. Lori says, there are new Shape Tape shades that are even lighter and fair. I believe porcelain. Nice. That's good to know. I forgot about that. Yumi says, less is more with the Shape Tape. Absolutely. I put 3 dots, even though that's probably even too much. The first time I used it, I did like boom and made like a triangle. No, bad idea. Definitely less is more. Agreed 100%. Gigi says, Dior, why, Jen, you should have used it? Because it's too dark for me. It's too dark for me. I couldn't use it. I should have made him take it back. Like, you're not going to use it. He bought Dior foundation, too. Sitting in my drawer, not being used because it's too dark. So, Jody says, this is my first time in live stream. I really enjoyed it. From a new subscriber, I was recommended by Beauty News. Oh, that's awesome, Jody. Well, I'm happy to have you here. That's great. Well, thank you to Beauty News for bringing you to me. I appreciate that. I'm very thankful for you and for Beauty News. This is the Boo Boo cover-up. This is very similar to the other ones that I was talking about, the Bye Bye Under Eye and the Amazing Concealer. It's very, very thick. Works really well for very serious covering, but it's very thick. Benefit Fake Up. This, I think, is old, and there's like this much left, so I'm going to get rid of that. Oh, by the way, let me just tell you a little bit about this real quick. It does have a moisturizing outside and then the concealer's in the core, so I've heard really good things about this for people with dry under eyes. So, Janae says, do you have to set the Shape Tape? I haven't had to, but other people may have to. I will have to talk about the, Michelle says, use the Dior foundation as a contour. Wait, I lost the question. I got distracted. Do you have to set the Shape Tape? I like to set it. I don't feel like it's 100% necessary, but I also don't have a lot of problems with creasing overall. I have very little bit of fine lines here. So, and I don't have a problem with oily skin and all that. I usually just end up setting my whole face. I don't really focus on setting my under eyes. So I think other people might have a better, more accurate opinion about that. But yeah, I've heard Fake Up's really good. I'm going all over the place, aren't I? I've heard this is really, really good for dry under eyes. And then the last one that I have, Erase Paste, Sandra says, I used to have a friend in college. She was my best friend in college. She swore by the Erase Paste. She had acne scarring, like really bad acne scarring, and the Erase Paste was like the thing. I did her makeup for her wedding, and that was like our thing, was putting the Erase Paste on. Like, it was wonderful. So definitely recommend the Erase Paste, absolutely. Even though I've never personally bought it, I used it on her, and I knew how much she loved it. So Julie says, I set the Shape Tape very lightly. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Gigi says, I have dry under eyes and I need a serum concealer. Really? That's interesting. What is that? I'm trying to pronounce that. Ariani says, have you tried the new Lancome Camouflage Concealer? No, I haven't. I'm sorry. And then the last one that I have, this is a K-Beauty concealer. This stuff is intense. This is by a brand called Drew, D-R-W-W. I don't even think you can get it in the States anymore. I don't think you ever really could. You could just get through. I got this from Mimi Box. The Mimi Box used to send me boxes, and it's very, very old. It was super, super thick, but it's so old I have to get rid of it, even though I did enjoy it. But I mean, literally like one little tiny dot, like spread out everywhere. It was crazy. So I didn't use nearly enough. So unfortunately, that's trash. All right, so I notice I'm not passing along any concealers, and most of that is because my fingers have dipped into it, doe foot applicators, all of that, nothing passing along concealers. But we'll show you the final results of the decluttering. So these are the concealers and primers that I am throwing away, which makes me very sad. I do want to say that I know some people were talking about why don't I donate these to a women's shelter, and it's because they're old and gross and disgusting. And I do not want to pass on my germs to someone that I do not know. I wouldn't pass these on to someone that I do know because they're old. So that's why I'm not donating them. It's not because I'm being selfish. It's because I care about them as people that I don't know, and I don't want to give them my germs. It's possible that some of those primers may go if they would take an open package. Mine around me don't take open packages, but I know that there are some places where you can donate makeup that's gently used, so it's possible those may go there. These are the concealers and primers that I am keeping, which still looks like a stupid amount. It's way more than I need, but they're the ones I really like, so that's why I'm keeping them. So thank you so much. Shanna says, impressive amount of trash. I know, and it's sad because it's waste. It's waste, but I am a makeup reviewer, so that's kind of how I justify it, in that I did review a lot of that stuff over the past few years. I mean, this is like 3 to 4 years worth of clutter. So it's not like I just got the stuff within the last year. I mean, this is years and years worth of collection that I'm getting rid of, so. Paula says, donate, no, yeah. Gigi says shelters won't accept unless new and unused and packaged. Yes, there are some places, like the one that Taylor talks about from that Taylor. There's a place that you can donate some things there, gently used stuff. Project Beauty Share, thank you, Amy. So they may go there, but I know my local shelters do not take used makeup at all. So, but anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Ariani says, you pronounced my name right. Yay. Oh, good. She said, I'm going to try it out. Free deluxe sample from my Sephora order of Bum Bum Cream and Spray Mist. Ooh, Bum Bum Cream just sent me a bunch of stuff. I'm going to do a little brand review for the Bum Bum Cream people for Sol de Janeiro. So I'm excited about that. AJ wants to know what my Ride or Die concealer is. Ride or Die? Probably Shape Tape, to be honest with you. Shape Tape and the Balm. Those are probably my two absolute favorites. Kathy says, Jen, where did you get the blue eyeshadow holder from behind you? I got this at Home Goods. Home Goods, it's a letter holder. But you can get things like that at TJ Maxx, you can get it at Marshall's, places like that sell those letter holders. But anyway, I'm going to go and spend some time with my kids. We're going to get some sushi for dinner because it's fun to get some sushi on a Sunday night. So we're going to get some sushi. I want to thank you guys so, so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you to the people who activated the Super Chat. I appreciate you so much. I promise you I will invest your money well into the channel. I promise. We're gonna put it back out. You know, maybe what I'll do is I'll keep a tally of the donations, and then when I buy something, I'll put your name in the description and say this was purchased by these people through Super Chat, as like a thank you, let you know where your money is going, because I want to make sure you know that it's going to a good place. So I haven't bought anything yet since Super Chat started, but we'll do that because it's easy. YouTube makes it easy for me to keep track of who donated what. So what's next week? Next week, I don't know. We'll definitely, we've got some drawers that we can go through. You know what I probably should do next week is, if we're going to keep decluttering, we should probably do highlighters, contour, things like that, because that drawer is really full. And I've got to get rid of some of it. And a lot of it's probably going to get passed on because I can't possibly use that many contour palettes. I'm probably just going to keep my absolute favorites and pass along the rest because I just can't. I can't. So Bonnie says, yay for PST friendly chat week. Yay! So Swarupa says declutter nail polish. I can't do, that's like getting rid of my children. I can't do that. And they're not hurting anybody. They're just sitting up there being pretty. I can't declutter them. They're too pretty up there. I haven't thrown away some nail polish recently, though, when I take one out and it's not working. Valerie says, ooh, that's a tough drawer. I know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So, all right, guys. I'm going to stop procrastinating because I'm just having too much fun talking to you guys. And I will see you this week. Tomorrow, I have a brand new series. Let me tell you one more thing. I have a brand new series starting tomorrow. And I'm so excited for it. So please look out for my video tomorrow. Like, it's probably my favorite video that I've done in a really long time. Like, I really like this video. It's coming out great, and I'm really proud of it. And I think it's going to be about 10 minutes long, so it's a shorter video for me. and I'm super excited about it. So I hope you check it out tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Just keep an eye out. And then I have my Lorac brunch videos coming out this week. And then I have a couple of videos that I want to film. I have BoxyCharm that I need to film, and I also have my February favorites and fails that I need to film, but I'm not sure when those are going up. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here, and mad love, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye! Thanks again for being here.